home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
But 1st down, Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the off.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street. Ready.
Another run with Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Sermon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Sermon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Down to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased, Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. A give, Eckler running to the right. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On 4th down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert throwing again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Kyle Van Noy. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Herbert on first down now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. But he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll take it inside the 25. From the 24, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Finds Spiller on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Herbert. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Herbert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. 68 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Herbert with his first throw in OT. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our